Thanks for coming out for a word on the street. Our guest tonight is Saiz. Steven is CMO of a new mobile gaming startup.
So, for me, marketing is first and foremost always about the consumer. And getting that consumer voice into the product is key to making sure that that product is successful. It's taking that and really understanding that consumer voice through data to build product. I've been in mobile for 10 years now, and early on, the feature phone days, the data wasn't there. You kind of were really relying on just sales data. You didn't have a lot of usage data when you were playing little pixel bit games on flip phones. Today, you can pretty much track everything under the sun, and it's not just about bringing users into the door, it's about keeping them while they're there. So once you have those insights, actually pushing those up and making sure that your product people know what's going on, that they can act on it, and then for you from a marketing perspective, that you're bringing in the right users, they're actually ROI positive users, and that you're kind of, once you're bringing them through the funnel, that you're keeping them there. It's all about how you're maintaining your product, how often you're updating your product, how much new content you're adding to it. It's just always that constant pipeline of new stuff. I mean, there's people that are maintaining games that are 3, 4, 5 years old these days because their current player base are such good users. They're monetizing really well. It still makes sense for them to continue to support a product. The opportunity and the appeal for me at Disney was really going outside of the Disney brand and building out stuff that really was tapping into what people in mobile were doing at the time. And a lot of Latino, a lot of Black, a lot of Asian youth were getting phones, and really those were their computers. And Disney wasn't really afraid of doing some more of the stuff that we were doing, and we ultimately created a brand called Starwave. So we were doing brands like Scarface and doing brands like Homies and getting all these very urban licenses and doing phenomenally well with them. So these days there's enough data out there. You can rapidly iterate, you can launch products that aren't necessarily fully polished, fully final, and get stuff out there in a very short amount of time. You can still build a very passionate, small following if you're authentic and if you're doing the right things, and the folks that are really looking at and understand how to use some of these newer technologies and the tools that are accessible to them can really move and operate in a very kind of digital way, still in the physical world, and actually make it work for them.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.